How you guys doing today? I am DJ Z-Ride. Today we're going to learn Let Her Go. That right there was just the intro, single string intro. I'm going to show you the chords in just a little bit. If you don't want to learn the intro, skip on a minute or two in, and we'll start talking about the chords sometime in there. Now let's get these intro notes down first. At first it starts here on the 2nd string 10th fret, going to the 1st string 7th fret, back to the 10th fret 2nd string, to the 8th fret on the 2nd string, and then does this little hammer on from 7 to 9 on the 3rd string, to the 2nd string 8th fret, and then back to 9th fret 3rd string, 8th fret 2nd string. Okay, that's the first phrase. Then the second phrase goes like that, and that starts exactly the same. And at the end of it, it just goes 7 on the 1st string, 10 on the 2nd string. And then the third phrase starts the same, and then at the end of it, it goes 10, 7, all on the 1st string, and then at the very end, it just goes on the 2nd string, 8, 10, and then 7 on the 1st string to end it. Okay? If you want to see another version of that, go ahead and review to the beginning of this video and listen to it again just like I played it, and you should be able to put all that together. Now, we're a couple of minutes in, and I do want to talk about the chord progression. The chord progression proper starts at 30 seconds in, but there is the implied chord progression in the first 30 seconds while we're doing this intro melody. It is the same as what happens at 30 seconds in. Okay, now we're assuming the tempo is kind of slow. 1, 2, 3, 4. Here's the chord progression. And then it starts over. This starts proper at 30 seconds in when he starts singing, and it's basically C for 2, G for 2, D for 2. These are all very normal chords. E minor for 2, C for 2, G for 2, and then D for 2, 3, 4, and then that just starts over again. They strum it a lot of different ways throughout the song, so I can't really give you a definitive way, but start out nice and with those down strums, adding some up strums, and it just builds in intensity throughout the tune. Okay? Alright, now the other chord progression occurs at 55 seconds into the song, and that's going to be something like this. That's the whole thing. Again, it's a slow count. 1, 2, 3, 4, and that chord progression starts at 55 seconds, and it starts on an E minor, 1, 2, and then to a C for 2 counts, a D for 2 counts. Now here's a bar chord. It goes to the B minor. This is basically 2nd fret bar with an A minor in front of it. Only play 5 strings. That goes for 2 counts. Then to an E minor for 2 counts, a C for 2 counts, and then D. 2, 3, 4, and then we start over on that part. Okay? Now, from here on out, the part that starts on a C chord, I'll call that circle A, or part A, and the part that starts on the E minor chord that we just learned, we're going to call that part B. And now, basically, the way the tune goes is, at 1:30, it does part A. At 2 minutes, it does part B. At 2 minutes and 22 seconds, it goes back to part A. At 2 minutes and 50 seconds, it does part B. At 3 minutes and 15 seconds, it goes back to part A and finishes the rest of the song there. Again, decreasing in volume and strums, getting quieter and quieter until it's pretty much just the vocal. Okay? All right. Hey, you want to play that one more time? I'm going to play the intro, and then I'm going to do one version of A, one version of B, just to review you guys, and then we'll be done. So that's your intro, and then 2, 3, 4. At 30 seconds, this chord progression. 2, 3, 4, and then it starts over and does it a couple of times. At about 55 seconds in, we start the chord progression that begins on E minor, which we labeled as B earlier. 1, 2, 3, 4, 1, 2. Work on that B minor chord, you'll get it. B minor, C, 2, and then D, 2, 3, 4. Okay? And as I said earlier, it just switches back and forth from part A to part B, these two different chord progressions that we're dealing with. That's the whole tune all the way through. One of my favorite tunes lately, Let Her Go by Passenger. And I sure hope that you guys enjoy playing the tune because it's a lovely tune. Check out DJ Z-Ride at djzride.com. I'm also on Facebook and Twitter. Hey, say hello to me. It's all good. We are all friends, and we'll see you guys next time. Bye.